Mom.
Greetings. Hi.
Hey, you guys, I hope you've had an amazing Thanksgiving weekend, however you spent it. I know that this year might look a little different for some people not. But either way, there's a lot to be grateful for. And we are coming to you live as we do every Sunday at this time. And we're just excited to be able to spend a few minutes with you. We've had a lot of people give us some great feedback already. And I'm just going to tag you, Mom, in here. So so it shows up for you. And then my mom has some really great things. So I want to circle back for a second, though. How many of you watching were with us last week or the week before are doing any of these little movement moments that my mom has showed us? Because I will tell you, if you have, drop us some comments below. We'd love to hear your successes, your struggles, where you're watching from. And if you're watching a replay, let us know, #replay, and where you're watching from. Because here's the deal. Full confession, I mean, I'm in pretty good shape. I don't work out as much as I would like every day, but I've been doing a lot of these things more. My mom's holding me accountable. And I'm standing on one leg. I stood on one leg a lot during Thanksgiving meal prep and dishes and all that. And I can feel it. Like I can feel a difference in my hips. I can feel things start to shift, and I can feel those little muscles you were talking about a little bit sore in a good way. Like I've been working them, which makes me really happy because
Forget the part about standing on and making sure that you're standing, not leaning into the hip like that. That's part of it. It's not just standing on one leg. It's pushing down into the ground with the leg you're standing on and feeling those muscles on the side, like here. For those of you who weren't on last week, it's really important. It's not standing on one leg like this. It's standing on one leg like this so that you're really holding up your body with that leg and those hips and the butt. And it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I can feel my mom get tired. And
Robin does a lot of exercise. You do a lot of work and a lot of walking and a lot of exercise. So if you're feeling it, it's the repetition. It's because there's so many, it's a lot of repetition.
Right. And all those little micro movements with the isometric exercises. And it just shows you, it's like getting on a horse. People who don't ride a horse all the time are always sore, even if they're in great shape, because you're using different muscles. Right. And so I want to thank you. And I love that because it activates those little muscles that most of us never use, and we all sit too much. So anyway, thank you. And I just would love to hear from you guys watching also. So don't give up. Don't be disheartened if it gets a little bit sore, because you're actually strengthening. Just like when you go to the gym, you do a great workout, or you go on a long walk, or you go on a hike or a bike ride, or move wood, or carry too many Christmas presents, or too much Black Friday shopping, or whatever. Your body you can feel it, right? Your muscles will talk to you. It means they're working harder than normal, but it also means that's how they get stronger. So today, my mom is bringing us some even more fun stuff to help us get through our day. What do you have, Mom?
Well, just one more thing on this. If any of you have tried this and not sure that you have it or that you don't understand exactly the difference, because it is a subtle difference. I mean, they're standing on one leg and standing on one leg. Just shoot us a note and we can explain it some more. So, well, today I'd like to talk about the shoulders because, obviously everybody's got shoulder things. And one of the big things is that talking about moving the way we move every day and the way we don't move every day, and that's raising our arms above our heads and reaching. You'd be surprised how little we do that. I mean, again, we're all sitting here looking down and working at that level. And we don't have to, we're made to basically hang and climb, and our bodies are built for that, and we're not doing it. So that's the thing. The thing to do is to find opportunities to hang. I've got a bar. I use it in the house. I hang on it. But absent a bar, you'd be surprised at how many places you can hang. First of all, doorways are great. Like every time you walk into a doorway, if I can demonstrate this very well. I should have practiced it, but here's a doorway. Every time you walk in and out of a doorway, just reach up as high as you can and see if you can touch whatever that thing is called, the lintel, whatever, on here. The one arm at a time, and just hang there. And the same with the other one, and just hang there. You'd be surprised at how good that feels over time, and how put things high up and reach for it, or make it every time you go into like the bathroom, because you go to the kitchen and you just And then you can lean like that. And then you can also, can you see all right? Is this okay? You can, like this, you can lean like this in a doorway, both sides, obviously. And do it so that you're doing it often during the day. It doesn't take, again, it takes the next, 2 seconds as you're going through a door. But nonetheless, you're doing amazing things for your shoulder because it's meant to move in that direction. So that's one. That's the first.
And if you guys are watching and have shoulder issues, drop some comments below. Show us some hearts because seriously, shoulders are a big deal. I can tell you, I battle it every day. So thank you.
Everybody's got the shoulder things going on. And while we're on the subject of shoulders, this is neck and shoulders, but lots of you know about shrugs. But it's not really shrugs, it's circles. So that what you do is you come forward with it's your scapula, really, you're moving. And then you go up, and then you go around, and then you go back. And try to put some effort in it. Pretend you're working in like molasses or something, and it's hard to do. So put some effort into it. Forward, up, back, forward, up, back. Do that a few times and then reverse. You go back, up, forward, back, up, forward. And this is, hey there, Sage. And this is this is something that's great while you're sitting at the computer or sitting anywhere, watching television or any place you're sitting, and you find, we all do. We have these habits of hunching over. So if you could give yourself a little memory jolt of something to connect it to, if you have any suggestions, can you think of something to connect it to do these things a couple times during the day? You'll definitely feel the difference. So that's another one. Okay, you've probably all heard of floor angels or angels, but if you don't want to get on, you can get on the floor and do this, but one way you can do it is against the wall, and that is, let me see, I gotta find a good wall. Oh, really? Here. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go. What you're going to try to do is get your butt against the wall, get your back against the wall, get your shoulders against the wall, and get your head against the wall. And that's not, you won't be able to, a lot of you won't be able to do this at the beginning. You'll find that there's things jutting out, but what you're trying to do is you should be able to get the back of your head, and this isn't this part of your head, it's not that back, it's this part of your head against the wall. If you can't, then you can't. Just try to move back, keep your chin down, move back against the wall. And if you can do that, or however position, then you start to go up and down and up and down. This is not easy. This you have to, over time, you can see the differences, but you've tried this, right, Robin? You've done this one.
Yeah, I actually had therapy for my shoulder. That was one of the ones that we did. It's very beneficial, but it does take a little time to work into it. We're getting your whole body back that way. It does feel really good though.
So anyway, it's love for your shoulders that we're trying to do here. And it's the important thing is to fit it into your day. And if you're not going to fit all these things into your day, pick the one that seems to work the best for you. And you can try that. One more is take a belt, a yoga belt or a scarf or something, and put it over your head and go back, around and up and so on. Depending on how open your shoulders are will determine how far out you have to hold the strap. If you as you get better, you can hold the strap. I can't do it more than like this, back and forth. And this is another, that's more love for your shoulders. So that, any questions? I really went through them very quickly, but the point is that these are little movements that you can fit in when you're doing.
But that's really handy to have them quick because they are quick, and it doesn't mean you rush through them, but it does mean that they're not going to take you that much time, any of what you're doing. So it does show that it's easy to fit them in. If you're watching and you have incorporated these into your day, we'd love to hear where and how you incorporate them. What are some of the things you tie them to get you to remember them? Because that's always a big deal, like memory joggers, So how do you jog your memory to let you, get yourself reminding yourself to keep doing them? And so,
right. I mean, the doorway thing is really simple if you say to yourself, okay, today, every time I go through the door to my bedroom or the bathroom, I am going to touch. You can touch, you don't have to hang, just touch with both hands up there. You'd be surprised if you notice your day, how little you really put your arms over your head and they're made to go there. So give them what they want and you'll wake up some of those muscles and feel, more open. It definitely opens you up.
And it is invigorating if I don't know if you've encountered this, but if you feel draggy, need a midday stretch, that's the 7th inning stretch, right? You get up and you stretch, or you're tired in the car and you get out and you stretch. It really gets the blood flow. It gets everything moving all through your body. So
if you're feeling drowsy, if you've been sitting and working on something and you're like, oh my God, it gets the blood flowing in the right direction. And it is very invigorating. It is, yeah, and easy.
No equipment needed.
No equipment needed, right?
Right. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Okay, well, speak up and let us know some things you'd like to learn about or some questions you may have. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for jumping on. Again, we'll be here next week as well, as we do every week at this time. If you know anybody who could benefit, feel free to tag them in this video or share this video. And we appreciate all your support so far. Keep an eye out. We have more stuff coming as we get closer to the first of the year. I keep challenging my mom to share some of her wealth of knowledge with us. So we're working on some more fun things. So stay tuned. We love hearing your feedback and any questions you have. Like we both said, please feel free to let us know. Thank you all. We hope you have an amazing weekend. What's left of it, and we'll talk to you all soon.